Okay, here we are, crunch time, day before race day. So far, we've got some decent luck. I've got the a plug put in the tire, so that's fixed for that. I've got Mosier, which is an awesome company, by the way. I ended up having a lifetime warranty on this rear end. Doesn't matter what happens, they've got me. So basically what happened is we took that rear assembly out to Mosier. They're here in Indiana, which is super easy for me. I dropped it off to them and they said, we're gonna pull your gears, put them in a new assembly. We'll get you a new assembly here quick, and then we're just gonna send your old one out and they'll warranty it. So I didn't pay for any of it, which is awesome. Adam's awesome enough to have it all put back together, looking good. We're just topping it off with fluid now. Put her back together, put the new tune in it, cross our fingers that it's not breaking up under boost, and maybe, just maybe this will be our year to finally take this thing in the half-mile race. The problem is that, if I'm being honest, what I would really have rather have had happen is that it ran great and I'd have plenty of time to turn up the boost and get some time behind the stick and wheel with it with turning up the boost to see what it's like, get a feel for it, make sure everything is good, rather than going in clutch like this and throwing all the beans at it with no experience and no idea how it's going to do. So still don't know how this is going to pan out. We'll just have to see. Fingers crossed. Okay, just loading up the new tone from Safe, and then we shall fire up and make sure everything's good. All right, new tune loaded. Let's give her a shot here. See if the new plugs fire right up. So good. Okay, car's warmed up, everything looks good. This will be the first time I'm getting into boost with the plugs, and man, fingers crossed. It literally can somewhat come down all to this on if it breaks up under boost or not. I just got it on the lowest boost setting. Roll into it. Let's see. Okay, so I talked to Safe, and Safe said, hey, what I want you to do is get a fresh, change plugs and tighten the gap down to 0.014. They were at 0.020, and he wants to send me a new tune to check and see the integrity of the coils. Well, I did that and I pulled the plugs I just put in, had really one drive on them. I found that the number 6, the one all the way in the back, it was like shiny, brand new, clean. Hadn't had a lick of spark to it. I've tested the spark plug wires, and spark plug is obviously new. So that makes me suspect that a coil is actually bad. So what we're gonna do now is I put a brand new plug in the number 1, and I've still got the clean one in number 6. And I'm gonna swap coils. I'm gonna swap number 6 for number 1. And we're gonna go do a test drive, and then I'm gonna pull the number 1 plug and see. If it's clean, then it's pretty indicative I've got a bad coil, which would cause the breakup. So this is so last second. If I haven't said already, I really hate doing stuff last second before a big race. But if we can find the suspect right here, right now, and maybe if we're lucky, finding a new coil by tomorrow, or maybe Safe can have one, maybe, just maybe, we'll get lucky. So I'm gonna put her back together here all the way, and we'll take her for a test spin. I just did a run. It was only a 5-minute run, but I swapped brand new plug in the number 1 spot, but I pulled the number 6 coil and put it on number 1 just to see if the problem would follow. And sure enough, I've got pretty much a brand new coil, or brand new spark plug still looking for number one, which means wherever that coil goes, it's not firing. Which also means, likely, I've got a bad coil. I've been texting with Safe to get his thoughts, but I'm guessing. Blake says, yep, Blake thinks it's the coil. So, next step is, can I get a coil in time for tomorrow? I don't know if Blake has one. Safe had talked about going to the race, and he said he was going to bring a whole gambit of stuff. I'm sure he'll probably have one, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed. I'm not sure what the next step is, but, well, you're going to see it. This is why it's good to know people. So, a shout out to Richie Brooks, because he hooked me up with 2 known good coils. Why 2? Because you never know when one might go bad. So one he pulled off his own personal car, and the other one is a brand new one that he just got that he knows are of very good quality. So we're going to replace the suspect one with a good one. And then I need to do an oil change on it. And then it's late in the day before race day. Honestly, I'm going to say a prayer, wash the car, and then we're going to head to race. And we're going to cross our fingers that everything magically works out as we hope it will. Safe's going to go, and he'll be there, and we'll just hope that everything's as good as it can be, and this fixes it. Have I noticed, or have I mentioned, that I really hate doing things last second? Anyway, this will have been year 5 that I've tried to enter the half-mile race with this, so it's been a long time coming. This is not how I want to enter it, but at least it's going to make it down unless something catastrophic happens between now and then, which, you know, knock on wood, we don't have any problems with that. So, all right, time to swap a coil and change oil. Well, we made it here in the airstrip attack. Got Mr. Safe working hard here to help me figure out, because we made a test hit and it's still breaking up under boost. But still gonna have a good time. Glory there, waving above us, and we're gonna see what we can do. See if we can't get her at least. I'd be happy even if we don't make a full awesome badass run. I'd be happy if we just at least got her running right by the end of it. So we'll take it for what we can. So latest iteration, I've got Safe under the hood. Sean went and bought some tools, and we're so at first we thought it might be an injector, but now we believe that it could be something else. We noticed that I have a cracked spark plug. Now the spark plugs are new, it was breaking up before, so I don't know. We're just trying kind of everything we can here. If I can make a good clean pass, we're gonna be really good. So we're gonna try our best. We got some Black Magic via Safe. Got his laptop here, recording everything for the data logging purposes. We've got a fresh set of plug wires in the car, just to eliminate any possibility with that. I've got the plug that was cracked out replaced with the new plug. We've got a few other things going on, so we're gonna make a test hit. I've got it on a number 4 setting, which should be roughly, I don't know, about 15 pounds of boost, so more than 12. I've got good ethanol content in the fuel, so we'll make a test hit here and see how it goes. It's going to be a little harder in this car, being a manual and driving, so I'm going to try and keep the GoPro in an area that can record the run. We'll just have to see. Broke up, but it didn't feel as bad. We'll see what some data says. Felt good. Obviously, I bogged it terribly. I just fell on its face on the launch. My mile an hour wasn't really that great, but it felt a a lot cleaner, a lot smoother, and yeah, we are made on that one according to the boost gauge 19 pounds of boost. It's open for 25. That's kind of guesstimates for the thing, but we can turn up the boost, I think, if the data log looks solid, and yeah, good things. I'll take it. All right, so I don't know how windy this is. I'll try and block it. Got Safe still doing this thing over there with a wide angle. We're doing our thing. Got Sean here. Sean and I were just talking. This is year 5.
Yeah, we were chit-chatting about it, and we went, wait a second. 2 years ago, I used your pass. You took the vet last year. You took Melissa's car the year before that, and then you had sold the first one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Golly.
So this has been a very long time in the making of getting the Camaro here, and even though it's funny because, you know, I talked before this about so much time I would have much rather had the car running perfect and making hard hits, high boost, and figuring stuff out, because that's ideally how you want to set up stuff, because you never know how it's going to go on race day. But even so, even making passes, even if they're not the best, we're figuring stuff out here. I'm just so happy to actually have the Camaro here and making runs down the it's not necessarily a strip, the airport here, whatever you want to call it, the track.
Yeah.
With the car finally at this event that I've been trying to go to forever. So it's been a long time in the making.
This is progress.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So we'll keep rolling the dice. Break it up bad enough. I didn't feel comfortable enough staying in it. Made a lot more boost. According to my gauge, I made 45, so that's pushing the maximum amount of boost I can run. But yeah, it just was breaking up bad enough. I didn't really want to push anything. I want Safe to look at stuff. Definitely don't want bigger problems to sort out later with backfiring and giving the cylinder pressure too much. So we're going to go back and have Safe take a peek. All right, another tune from Safe. We'll see what we got here. Should be less boost, but less fuel too, which hopefully will make it cut out less. Different breakup. I don't know. I almost felt like the anti-lag a little bit. We'll go back and let Mr. Safe take a look. Rather be safe than sorry with all this stuff, and not pop a motor over hanging into it if it's breaking up. First gear, I wasn't entirely sure of. Second gear definitely made me sure it was breaking up. So yep, let's play it safe and take it one thing at a time. So after that last run, she was smoking pretty good coming in, which is concerning. Safe looked over everything, and he thinks that I've got a VVTi gear issue, so we might be locking out the VVTi. Long story short, I got the Camaro at the Indy Airstrip attack. I'm gonna count that as a success, just given this is year 5 and trying to make it here. It's still running under its own power, at least as of now, and you know, we hit a decent mile an hour for really low boost, so that's very, very hopeful. Look, anytime you have a car or a project on this caliber, is, gosh, the channel should be a testimony to, if nothing else. Like, it just takes so much patience and so much time and fine-tuning these things. So I got a bit more of this today. What we're gonna do next is Safe wants to look over the car, check out everything, and he thinks it's something simple. I've got good oil pressure, coolant temp's good, so I don't think anything's catastrophically hurt with the car, but it's smoking. And we got a lot of noise out of that cam gear for the BBTI. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna take it home, and we're gonna call this one good. And in my mind, highest mile per hour today was about 150. So not bad on low boost. So thanks for joining us, and until next time, and hopefully better times next time we end up back here at the Indy Airstrip Attack.